What's up, YouTube? So you're not gonna believe this shit. Spanking's been made illegal for obvious reasons. Too many parents went too far with their punishment. Too many kids reported false abuse. So they made it illegal altogether. Now we got politicians trying to make it legal in schools. What the H? Now, you think the same thing won't happen if you make it legal in schools? Some teachers go too far, some kids report them going too far when they're not. You know, you're just putting the situation in a different scenario. That's all you're doing. Now, spanking used to be legal everywhere. Like, if your kid's being disrespectful, they could get spanked in school, they could get spanked by their parents, it didn't matter. But then they had some compassion, and they're like, okay, spanking's illegal in schools. Only parents can do that. And now, spanking's just illegal completely. You're seeing time sort of just repeat itself in its own weird sort of way. My point being is, I'm not a parent, but I think I speak for a lot of parents when I say I will be damned if strangers are allowed to discipline kids, but their parents aren't. And here's the thing of it. When a kid acts out, people automatically use it as a reflection against the parent, and that's bullshit. Your kid's in the grocery store acting out, and people stare like... And if you respond to their stares, they look at you like you're rude. It's like, wow, what is that? But here's the thing of it. You're in control of what you do and say. You're not in control of what someone else does or says. That being said, you know, even if kids are not old enough to understand the concept of hypocrisy, it still irritates them. You get that classic argument. Kids cussing their mouth off, right? Parent says, watch your language. The kid says, well, you cuss, how come I can't? That's not fair. And then, of course, the adult says, because I'm the adult. Turn around, and then Sunday pops around, and oh, look, your favorite football team is losing, and it's pissing you off, and you start cussing at the ref. And I hate to say it, but not every kid is well behaved. Actually, no, I don't hate to say it, that's the truth. Some kids are just more mischievous than others. And that shouldn't be a reflection on the parent. That should be a reflection on the kid. So instead of putting pressure on parents, maybe we should be putting positive pressure on kids to better themselves. Because a parent can only go so far with their help before they're like, okay, you're on your own on this one, slick. Getting over the last of my cold, that's why I'm smoking a menthol. Helps clear out the sinuses quicker, because the menthol crystallizes in my lungs and it makes me cough out the mucus quicker. Now, I've seen this thing on the news. They're on the news talking about how they're going to teach kids not to bully people. And this method that they've been using to teach kids not to bully people is, let's teach them to use nicer words. Let's teach them that words hurt. Now, I really hate to be that guy, but we've been using that method for how long? The teach kids to use their words nicely method. It doesn't work. I'm sure kids everywhere are happy that spanking is illegal. It's like, now it's going to make them more disrespectful. You know, spanking should not be a first result, but at the same time, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Now kids are going to be looking at their parents going, what are you going to do, count to 4? Oh. You know what I'm saying? Now, growing up, physical punishment like spanking didn't work with me. It made me more aggressive. Now, punishments that did work for me growing up were ones that made you think about what you did without resorting to violence. That's the thing of it, is if some parents could learn to punish their kid in a way that's clever, it fits the punishment, but it's not over the top and not immediately resorting to violence. Okay? Because there are some people that are like, well, you shouldn't spank your kid. That's not very nice, because they grow up and they're like, I hated being spanked as a kid, blah, blah, blah. So they're fighting for that argument, and then you get other people saying, oh, that's horse pucky when I was a kid, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, why? it's just the biggest oxymoron, you know. Instead of addressing the problem at the root of the issue, you're only sweeping it underneath the rug. So how do you combat with parents who are being over the line with their punishment and kids who are reporting false abuse? And there's a lot of people in a lot of families, a lot of situations, and that's a lot of cases, and most people don't want to deal with it, so they just sweep it underneath the rug, you know. Spanking's illegal. Yeah, there we go. Which, okay, if you're gonna make spanking illegal, then keep it illegal everywhere. Don't make spanking legal in schools and then illegal at home. That's bullshit. I don't have kids, but I think I speak for a lot of parents when I say that is some bullshit. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that, YouTube. A lot of parents would say, I will be damned if I'm going to let some stranger punch my kid. And keep in mind, your definition of your kid going over the top with their attitude and their behavior versus the school's definition. Yeah. That being said, thank you for watching my rant video. I'll catch you cool cobras later.